Hello everyone, my name is Luca and we are here in Xi, China. This is video number 3 now on what it's like to be a Canadian teacher in China. With me is my friend here also from Canada, Milan.
Hi everyone.
He is working in the same school as me, as well as in the same city and everything. So he will be answering some questions also on the city, school, food, the teachers, the assistants, just everything in general.
The city is actually pretty nice. There's a lot of cool stuff to do. Everybody that we've talked to, at least using a translation app, they've been very polite, very welcoming. They're always trying to help us out because they know we're foreigners. The population of the city, they say it's about 1 million. I haven't seen that many people. I mean, it is a decently busy city. The traffic is pretty easygoing. Nobody's in a rush to get anywhere. It's a lot different from Canada.
Absolutely.
In Canada, they tend to drive a lot faster. Yeah.
What about the food?
The food, there's lots of cool places to eat. There aren't that many chain restaurants. There is a KFC and a McDonald's so far that I've seen, and there is a Starbucks. That's about it from the Western culture. Everything else is strictly China-based.
Like adjust to the food here?
Not really. I had glimpses of their food back in Canada, but it tastes way better here. Way better.
I'd have to agree.
And there's a lot more health benefits when you eat from here than from Canada. I've noticed. I've lost weight. I've only been here a month and I've lost a lot of weight.
As have I.
And I haven't really even had to work out. I just cut out a lot of bread, a lot of pop. Even though it is readily available, I just have no desire to drink it. It's a really weird change of diet for me, but
it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one and I really enjoy it.
Absolutely, yeah. How about the banks and the how do you get to school?
My trip to school is pretty simple. It's a 5-minute walk. School's walking distance in the vicinity. On my way to school, there's also places to grab a quick bite for breakfast. You can get dumplings, you can get coffee, you can realistically get whatever you want.
Oh yeah, there's a Starbucks.
And there's a Starbucks,
you can get Starbucks.
Too. So if you want a Starbucks and you just can't give it up, just go get it.
It's still as expensive as in...
Still as expensive, yes.
As in Canada or North America.
All of the North American things are still just as expensive. It's not any cheaper.
Absolutely not. How many hours a week do you teach? Or work?
I roughly work between 32 to 36 hours. So far I really enjoy it. It's pretty easygoing, minus the whole teaching the kids. The kids tend to be high sprung, so you're gonna have to be really energetic and keep high energy the whole time.
Yeah, so taking care of the kids. Is the job.
The job.
And then the teaching is just
teaching is just a bonus. That's on you.
So what about the actual requirements of the job, so the job duties?
You have to make a lesson plan for each lesson. You do get an assistant who gives you the content as to what you're going to be teaching, but you have to provide the games, the activities, and how you're actually going to teach. So you sit down with your teaching assistant, and
which everyone gets.
Everyone gets their own teaching assistant for each class. You sit down and it takes about 10 to 15 minutes and you plan out the lesson, figuring out which games would be best for the kids to learn. Obviously, depending on the age group, some games are better for certain age groups and other games aren't. So you kind of have to talk to them and see with them what they think would be best. But in the end, you ultimately decide what you're going to be teaching because you are the one that's teaching.
Absolutely. And a softball, how fun is it?
Honestly, words can't even describe it. These kids, they're so energetic. They're so happy to be there.
And so cute.
They're so cute.
Oh my God.
Honestly. And all they want to do is play. So like the more games and activities there are, the better they're going to learn, the more fun they're going to have, and the more they're going to want to come back. And it's honestly a great experience. I recommend it to anybody.
Good. So we have 2 days off. Those are Mondays and Tuesdays. So what do you do on your days off here?
There's lots of stuff to do. I like going exploring through the city. If it's warm enough, I'll go walk around and look at all the local shops for clothes. Obviously, go eat, like we mentioned before. we also, later at night, there's a place where we go to play pool. It's really, really cool. There's lots of pool tables. It's really cheap. It runs about what?
Everything's just cheap.
20 UN an hour?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Yeah, it's 20 UN an hour. That's roughly
$3-4 an hour.
$3-4 an hour. It's really cheap. Tuesday nights, actually, me and him, we managed to find a place to play soccer with some of the locals. It's really fun. You get your cardio in, and we enjoy it because when we got here, we were worried we couldn't find any sports, at least for soccer. And right away, when he came here, he found it within the first week. So
I was pretty happy because we're both pretty active, I'd say, and to not be able to play anything for a year would have been pretty upsetting. But we found a place, and thank God for that.
Yeah, and also what they're starting to do now is they're building a brand new mall right around us. So once that's done, they're expecting it to be done around May or June of this year. And once that's done, it's going to be a really cool new place to go and visit. There's a gym in there, so if you want to sign up for a gym, you can go work out. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to what it's going to look like on the inside.
Yeah, because the outside's all done. When I first came, it was all scaffolding, and now it's done. Like, the whole outside's done, covered in lights. It's pretty amazing how fast they work.
So now
here.
I think they're just focusing on the inside, and then once that's done, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. So as for our days off, for the holidays, we get every Chinese holiday off. So that's the biggest one would be the Chinese New Year. So we could have gone and traveled anywhere in China for a little more pricey though to travel around Chinese New Year, because everybody in China is going back home or going out of country, going out in the world. So it's a lot more expensive to travel then. So if you want to travel,
do it before the Chinese holiday.
Before, yes, at least a month before you buy your ticket and secure your spot on a plane, train, whatever, because it gets crazy.
Yeah, it gets really busy.
Now the fun part, where everyone is probably asking a lot of questions, is how much we get paid. So we get paid roughly $4,400 Canadian per month. That's about $1,100 a week, working 32 to 34 hours. How do you find that pay?
It's great pay. For the amount you do and the job itself, it's awesome. Honestly, it's such a bargain, and you don't really pay for anything here, realistically. You know, like your apartment is paid for, so your living is paid for.
What about
expenses?
Expenses, the utilities.
The utilities, the phone bill, internet, all that, you roughly pay about $20 to $30 a month. Utilities are about $75 to $100 a month, so everything else you make is in pocket. And obviously the food here, really cheap. You don't really spend a lot. You can go out to dinner tons of times. You can buy your own groceries. Groceries are really cheap too compared to
really
Canada.
Cheap, yeah,
and
absolutely.
as long as you don't mind taking the time to actually cook, it's worth it, and you can make a lot of money coming here.
Because everything you make goes into your pocket. Food, you can find places that sell food for 5 to 10 yuan, which is about $1.50, maybe $2 for a meal. It's a meal, not just a side thing. It's a meal. So if you are done school, walking around, and you find some places to eat that are really cheap, and that's a new place you can go to. And there's tons of places like that everywhere around.
Everywhere. It's almost every other shop is a food place.
Every other shop is pretty much food, yeah. So it's super easy to find. So this is gonna be the quick tour of my apartment that they gave to me. It's all paid for. All I pay is for expenses and utilities, water, heat, and electricity. So here we go. So this is the front door. Walk in, and you have the dining table right here. Here's my little workstation where I do the videos. Quick turn left, and this is the kitchen. Small kitchen, but it works. Next we have the bathroom. Very nice bathroom. Next is the spare bedroom. They give you a 2-bedroom apartment. So when your friends and family come to visit you, so that's nice of them. Next is the main living space, which is obviously the living room. Pretty big actually. A nice, decent sized TV. I did bring my PlayStation because I was going to be here for a year. Nice big couch for when you have your friends over. And you have the laundry room, which overlooks the plaza. So you have somewhat of a view here. At night is very nice. And the washing machine. There is no dryer, so you have to hang up the clothes, which is what I'm doing now with my towels. And that's almost it. The last thing is my bedroom, which is a very nice big bed. Fits me quite comfortably. And a window, once again, overlooking the plaza. Okay everyone, so that's it for video 3. I'd like to thank Milan for coming on and answering all of our questions. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.